Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Iron 2. So we have some side quests and stuff to do. We also have this other centipede. I don't know if these go away. I'm gonna try this one again. I'm gonna try this one because thing is that we've killed. When I look at the bestiary, right, we've killed poison, fire, electric, and ice. So it makes me wonder, like, if they just kind of keep coming back, they just keep respawning. Because this is a fire as well. I'm on fire. And so then he runs off again. They always do this where they run off. They run off like 3 times. Well, you have to face them 3 times. Ow. Alright, well, I didn't drink. Because I always keep forgetting that it's fucking R1. Oh, I am here. Okay. Oh, so you don't actually have to face off with him, like, completely again. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, then he runs off again. And then we're gonna have to look to see where that fishing pole is, because it said like in the well, but I've been down in that area like numerous times. So there's an electric one in the background. So maybe the reason why you get these over and over is because you get specific parts from them. So like, yeah, cause see, there's another one that spawns. Cause you get specific crafting parts from these. So like, where? I think it might have been the, yeah, Death March Carapace. You get those. And then there's like antenna front, there's like specific parts to like the... Okay, so I'm guessing that's why they keep respawning. I guess I thought that they would just go away, but I guess not. All right, let me see where this... I'm going to find out where this fishing pole is. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, so let me... So... See, it's like this whole guide is like a series of just like pictures. Before I go down the depths of the well. So I was thinking that it was like... I was thinking that it was the well over here, but... See, because that's what I would have assumed. So, it's telling me to go over here to the right. And the picture that it's showing is like... It's showing over here. Alright. Ah, here we are.
A mole. He has been using the rod to dip his biscuits in honey, as he hated having sticky paws.
Okay, so he wants a honey jar in exchange for the fishing pole. Okay. So then where the fuck do I get that? See, I wish that it would just show me, like... I wish that when it came to, like, the side quest, it would show you where your objective is supposed to be. Because I don't like to have to play this fucking guessing game. You know, like, I don't want to run around for 2 hours trying to do one side quest. Honestly. Oh yeah, see, so it says repeatable. So those just like show up. So see, like you're getting, if you accept the quest, you're like getting. Okay, so those are done. Those are done. Does this I have to go back to the bug farm? Oh, okay, so there's this guy in here now. Okay. Beehives. Honey, there we are. I have a ton of money, so... Alright, so now I can... Well, there's really no point. Alright, now back over to here. Here.
Once Arlo assured him the Heron wouldn't prefer to
I got
use
some
dynamite for fishing, as was the mole's custom, he
fire,
agreed to trade it.
plus resistance, plus weight. I'll wear that. We're still on the light. I'll store that. Got some crafting materials as well. Alright, so now we'll go over here so that we can fast travel. See, they actually give you a reason to fight now instead of just like running through the enemies because you have the crafting materials. Here, I got your fishing pole.
The Heron
Ernest
cast his line around in delight, offering the best prices in the ratdom and the most delicious fish. Ernest was back in business.
All right. Anything I can do with Ernest? No? Okay, so on the cards, I guess we're going back to Winter's Edge then. Because we got everything done there for now. I went too far. Went into my room. Alright. Quest. Bag of herbs. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get that. Alright, recruit the smith. Yeah, so we got the chef. We need a smith now.
Rebuilt walls would not keep Winter's Edge safe alone. They needed weapons and armor, but had no smith. Leif knew of a master crafter living in the rift, if Arlo was of an open mind.
Alright. Now we're going to the rift. The stinking bogs of the rift belie its glorified, blood-soaked history. Sinking ruins are now all that remains of the once great frog empire that ruled from this, their ancestral home. Yeah, because we basically destroyed their home in the first game. We destroyed them specifically. King Reggie ripped through the frogs like paper. Go ahead and save here. Okay, so if I go out here... Oh, what's this? Well, this is still here. I still don't have a, secondary weapon yet, so. I guess we're gonna just travel to the rift from the boat. I'm still trying to figure this game out a little bit since they've added all this, like, new stuff. Alright, the Rift docks. Here we go. So these frogs...
heard the tales of battles that scarred the rift at his father's knee.
They're weak to fire and
how much
ice.
of the stories could be true.
Also have this. What is, how good is this compared? Nice one weight, okay. Nice one damage. I gotta remember that's how you kind of play this game. Is you have to switch between weapons.
The rift had
Fight
seen
enemies.
endless war between rats, bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike.
Make sure you pick up all the crafting materials along the way.
Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now. Whoever left them could not be far.
Motherfucker. Wait, so is this guy resistant to fire? Electric... I just fucking had electric out. Looks like I got like a book of some kind. Oh no, I think it's like little plates. Poison antidote. Ooh, there's some spiders. Kinda wanna see what the deal is down here. Alright, so we need a, we need a heavy weapon to pass through here. I should just keep playing the main fucking story, shouldn't I? Fire antidote.
More bottles lay outside the forge, which was otherwise as quiet
Ron!
as every other dead thing that haunted this place. The pile of bottles was large, even for one who drinks.
He's a catfish. I mean, they say he's a merman, but that guy's a catfish.
Arlo was amazed the merman could swing his hammer, let alone see who he was hitting. A couple of thumps on the head soon brought him to his senses.
That guy's a fucking catfish.
Following him inside, Arlo realized this must be the smith. But his furnace was as cold and broken as the merman's spirit. The smith hunted bottles as he told Arlo of his woes. The frogs had attacked the village, kidnapping his wife and apprentice daughters. He would not light his forge until they were home.
Oh shit.
This was a problem Arlo swore he could solve. The smith took some strength from this. He introduced himself as Ron and flashed a grin, telling Arlo the frogs didn't take everything.
Okay. Alright, so we need a heavy... Obviously we're going to be getting a heavy weapon soon because we need it to pass through a lot of this. Uh-oh, spiders! Here we go. Tail spinner fang. Hair. So yeah, obviously spiders are weak to fire. I'm sure there's like some big spiders too, like the death marches. But there's some big fucking spiders. Alright, Ron, the alcoholic. I do like that it shows you now where... Oops. I do like that it actually shows you... Oh, damn it. Where the enemies are going to land now when they do like a jump. So we might as well take that. Okay.
While hardly a full armory, Ron had what was needed. This two-handed skull crusher was a gift made by his daughters. He put it in Arlo's paws, in hope it would help save them.
It gives me like no resistance though. I mean, I can deal with any kind of weight because I have gone like full heavy on the first game, so. frogs. Oh,
Together,
God.
the pair ventured on, heading towards the frog camp situated in the ruined temples.
Well, this is a terrifying background. There's probably a huge fucking spider out there. And seemingly anywhere. I don't know how I got in here if that was blocked. Okay.
At the top of the pile of corpses was one that was not Frog. The smith let out a desperate cry at the sight of his wife, lifeless.
He killed his
atop the
wife.
pile. He cried out again, but this time it was a call for blood.
I don't have the key for that, so. Alright, so obviously I'm gonna have to get out an electric weapon. Okay, so that's still locked.
The old rat that stood before Arlo was barely able to raise his head, and his one cloudy eye felt as though it was looking through the warden. As Arlo reached out his
Oh, I got
hand,
wind!
the hooded rat slammed his spear into the ground, imparting his gift onto the young warden. Arlo was glad to have met the old rat. Although he looked old and feeble, Arlo was sure that he was more than capable of looking after himself.
Nice, so I have like an icy wind power. Get fucked, loser. Okay, let's see. Alright, so that door is locked down there. Ow.
Before Arlo could act, Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
Oh no! Ron's been captured. Well, he is an alcoholic, so. Defeat 25 frogs. Beetle wing. Oh, doesn't look like I can get in there yet. Climb up here. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Oh shit. Dark Crusader helm. Yeah, but it only gives me like better ice. Man, this like early legendary gear fucking sucks.
The Knight card.
Oh, nice.
Although considered a common card, in the right paws, it has a great deal of power.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to get all these cards. I'm gonna have to like see which cards. I'm probably gonna have to look that up. See these like fast travel points, but nobody's building them yet, so. What the fuck?
Approaching the statue, Arlo could feel the familiar buzz of power coursing through his body once
Oh,
again.
okay, yeah, see, so
As he
now
left
the
statue,
firepower has been increased.
Arlo could feel a new power coursing through his body.
I had the feeling that you're gonna be able to upgrade those. Alright, let's see. Darkwing Blade. Yeah, I'll buy that. I kind of want to sell some of my gear. So let's sell this. So in terms of fire, we have 3. This is 15. This is 6. 4. So we have an axe, we have a sword, and a spear. I'm gonna sell the spear at least. Poison. Spear, short sword. Let me sell that one. So this is 19, but has very little poison. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Fire, ice, electric. Okay, keep those shields. Get rid of that shield. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And that's an electric, so I'll keep that. None of these helmets seem to like benefit me, so I'm gonna get rid of all of these as well. ahead and save.
Something else came his way. Tumbling down the temple stair, Arlo was met with another horror. The head of the smith. It was Arlo now who took up the battle cry.
Alright, so what is this guy? Weakness is poison and ice. Alright, so... Oh my god, he's got a fucking laser! Fuck you, Grundle Boyle.
I tried not to think of how many friends, old and new, lay dead. He still had more to do. Rita and Ruby were free, but without their father, there was little for them here. Arlo offered them a new home at Winter's Edge, and a forge to continue in their father's footsteps. The mermaids were grateful, and said they would find their way to the keep once they had laid Ron to rest.
Well, we saved them at least. Poor Ron. Still can't do shit there. That's obviously... I do kind of hate that I have to switch weapons all the time. I think it's just because you have to, like, go into the menu, like, every single time.
A stranger was meditating in the stillness. Arlo gasped. It was a frog. Before he could lift his blade, the frog croaked that he was an outcast, named Short Tongue. He'd come to rebuild the ancestral home of Bogmire Forge, a place for frogs who sought peace. No sooner had they agreed a truce than the two warriors had to fight. Side by side, the pair fought well, and the attacker soon disappeared again, back into
The guy's
thin air.
chameleon.
Persuaded of the frog's honesty, Arlo left short tongue to his quest for peace. In return, the frog swore Arlo would always find a warm welcome there.
Okay. Thought I had the fucking key. I'll do this. It has a little less damage, but it has fire as well. Okay. Just want to be able to fucking get around, and it's like they just like want you to just keep. I hate. I've talked about this before in playthroughs. I think the one thing that I have a big problem with games is that they kind of force you. They give you all this stuff to explore, but then they like force you to do just the main story. So like that's annoying to me. It's like don't give me all these exploration shit if you don't want me to explore. Because like I find it all obnoxious that there's like all this. They have you go to like 4 different locations and then I can't explore a single one of them because I don't have whatever they want out of this. Honestly, don't want to fight anyway. I just want to get to my objectives at this point. Oops. Okay, there we go. Hunter quest. Okay, let's see here. Like I can't upgrade anything. Like I can just like unlock these, but there's no like upgrading them. See, this is what I'm using, but I can't do any upgrades. Like, I don't want to craft more stuff. I just want to be able to, I just want to be able to upgrade what I fucking already have. So he's looking for glasses.
Maggie was gifted at finding shiny treasures, but had lost her precious silver spectacles. Without them, she could not even count the claws on her paws. She begged for the warden's help.
God, just fucking tell me where I'm supposed to be going with this. Jesus fucking Christ.
Short Tongue shouted at Arlo's approach. The tail spinner queen had taken frogs captive to feed her young. Arlo did not hesitate. This was a fate he wouldn't wish on even his worst enemy. They crept up on the eight-legged monstrosity as she ensnared another frog in her webs.
Run off.
The webbing was thick and tough, but their blades soon cut them to ribbons. Short Tongue sent the terrified frog toward Bogmire Forge.
I'm wondering if there's like... Now that I've like come back, I can like start building the like fast travel points. Yeah.
Injured though she was, the queen had no intention of giving up her hunt. Her young hungered. Another villager freed. They too headed for Bogmire, and Arlo wondered how many more frogs it could take. A dank and unsettling place. It had to be the Queen's lair. Arlo wondered what his father would say if he could see him risking his life for frogs. Tail Spinner Queen was dead, and the frogs were soon at work rebuilding the village. The warden was sure mammalian-amphibian relations would be forever changed.
Well, I'll take that. Okay, so there's another... I want to build these, like, fast travel points is what I want to do. So I don't want to have to, like, I don't want to have to run around every fucking time I... go somewhere. I've seen a few of them already. Still can't go in there. It's because I can't build that. What? I came all the way over here, and then the fucking enemy's just gone now. God, what a waste of fucking time. That's like one of the things that this game, like the last game, still does. It doesn't respect the player's time. Like, I ran all the way over here and it just disappears. It was just a complete and utter waste of time. I can't build any fast travel fucking points. I have to run around like a fucking idiot all this fucking time. Jesus Christ. Don't care. I gotta run all the way back now. Also, need to figure out where those spectacles are. Okay. Demons.
something sparkled in the mud
There we
under
go.
the bridge. Perhaps in finding a treasure here, she had let this one fall.
Not far at all, that. Here you go. Here's your glasses.
So delighted was Maggie at the return of her spectacles, she even offered Arlo her rarest treasure of all. A very small discount.
Okay, well, I can't talk to her, so... So, boss... Clay, I can do that. Fish platter. Fish are food, not friends. Alright. Tail spinner.
The fear in Short Tongue's eyes unnerved the warden. The rift had a new threat. Tail spinners. Eggs from these 8-legged beasts had hatched, and frogs were their favorite food.
Need to fill up my bottle here. Okay. Oh. There we go. Ooh, here we are. I have some cards.
Card. This card brings balance to any deck. The Death
Hanging
card.
flags.
A harbinger of bad tidings.
Bird boxes, hanging lanterns. Definitely buy all those. Merfolk crest. This is all stuff for Winter's Edge. Definitely buy all those.
Short Tongue was right. The rift was infested with tail spinners. Their webs would snare all if they were not stopped.
Here we are.
Freeing the frog from the web, Arlo sent him back to Bogmire Forge. Arlo hoped he had not caught the attention of the hatchling's mother.
Kind of interesting how we're like now making friends with a bunch of frogs rather than killing them. Alright. So yeah, just back to Winter's Edge. Although I want to go back to the Golden Forest because I want to talk to Ernest. I want to see what he has, because I didn't get to talk to him, and I think he's also a shop. Yeah, alright. Beggar card.
The Beggar card.
Ooh, fish platter.
A common card with the uncommon ability to switch its qualities with another card.
Alright, so now I have the fish platter, so now I can take that back over to here. There we go. Actually, you know what? I want to kind of go to the outskirts here. Oh, obviously I have to go here first, but... because I now have an axe to be able to explore some more. Of course, it's probably not going to want me to explore because, again, that's what they do. here, have all this open land for you to discover, but you can't actually discover it because you don't have this, or you can't go here for that. Alright, so now this has been moved. Okay, what the fuck are these? This is like one of those things like we had in the first game. You need the little statues or whatever, but... Okay. Again, there's no upgrading any of these. I'm gonna bother doing all that. Okay. Bug sheep. Yeah, clearly you can't cross. I got it. So let me go that far. I wonder what those are. Oh, there's actually one right here.
Revealed an ancient runestone.
Runestone.
Perhaps fallen from one of the pillars that encircled this tomb. The runestone slipped into place. Arlo wondered which tale was true. That treasure lay within, or some ancient horror.
Probably both. Here we go. That's a fast shovel point, but of course I can't build it. I have another one of these. The Dark Crusader armor. Okay. Let's see. Gold. Seemingly it down here. This is one of those mole metro tunnels. Oh my god, look at this guy.
Entering the mole hole, the two moles looked at Arlo confused. They were expecting a delivery of bug burgers, but it was clear Arlo didn't have them. They offered to pay him handsomely if he could deliver them quickly.
Okay. don't know where those are currently. Is it in my quest now? Yeah. Alright. Missing mole meal. Hmm. So it's actually over in this area, which I can't get to currently. Again, see, like... Oh my god. I just hate that the game is, like, just pushing me forward. Like, it just keeps pushing me, like, just keep doing the main quest. Keep doing the main quest. Don't do anything else. Just keep doing the main quest and don't do anything else. It's like all it wants me to do, and it's fucking stupid. Okay, well, just obviously just back to doing this shit because can't do anything else. Builder's yard.
Winter's Edge bustled again, but now with folk from across the north. All were in need of homes and work. Leif suggested a new builder's yard would solve both problems. The yard needed a builder, and Arlo knew who to ask. Some rats protest at any change to their view. None more so than the elder at Mossbug Farm. If a builder was near, he would know.
Okay. Where I just was.
On hearing that Arlo was warden, the old rat was quick to report a beaver had moved onto the hill, rebuilding the old shack, and that maybe Arlo should check his permits.
God, I thought that thing was attacking me.
These farmers had been to the shack to trade with the beaver, but found no sign. Perhaps, like these rat folk, something else had found him first.
silver ore.
The scent
Here's
was
the
unlike anything Arlo had ever
Mole
smelt.
Donald's.
Bug meat was
That's
not
when it's nuggies
normally
and big
this
moles.
greasy.
Alright, so there's the Mole Donald. Oh, this looks like another power stone thing. It's an electric power. So it's like they're kind of like hidden around to find once you actually get the power. Claw. See again, there's another one of those. Alright, well, we'll head back over there later. First thing I'm going to do is keep going up here to find the builder. Big side. Oh. So these guys all just kind of like congregate here, I guess? Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll have to go back to each one of the locations.
The sky once again
Ooh, a
burned
poison
bright
power.
with flashing light, but this time it was accompanied by an eerie laugh. Before the warden stood a slender rat, his lips still curled from laughter. As Arlo went to question the stranger, he clapped his paws together, imparting his gift onto the warden. Although Arlo was grateful for the gift, he could not ignore the feeling that this stranger was using him as part of some intricate plan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chop the logs.
At the shack, the only clue was a tuft of fur and half-chewed logs, until he heard a snarl that stood Arlo's fur on end. A backstabber pup. The pup's nest would not be far. Arlo feared for the beaver's fate.
Cool.
moving. Another death on his conscience. The culprit stood before him. Arlo did not have his father to aid him. This time he would fight alone.
There we go.
The backstabber lay defeated, and Arlo paid his respects to the beaver, who leapt up at Arlo's paw. Playing dead had spared his life. A chance to work and live at Winter's Edge brought a sparkle to Billy Beaver's eye. He could not wait to get his teeth into the stone of the mighty keep. Arlo hoped he did not mean it literally.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really... I feel like I don't really like the idea of the elemental stuff that's been added, and I think the reason being is because you have to switch between it all the time, and it's like it's almost like they expect you to either look up what the things are, to the elements to kill certain creatures, or to just have it memorized, which I'm not gonna do. I just kind of find this obnoxious. Like, again, you know, the idea of a sequel is that it's supposed to improve upon the first, and I feel like a lot of times this is what some developers do. They do this thing where they add a bunch of new stuff in, but it's not like, it's not something that kind of benefits the game moving forward. It kind of just like makes the game more complex in how it functions. Like, I like the idea of the powers, for example. The fire, ice, poison powers and stuff, but I honestly don't like... I don't really like the idea of the elemental weapons, and I think it's because the stats changed so much, and what I liked about the first game was that I would just get weapons that were overall just better, and now that's not the case. Now I have to spend all this like wasted time. I have to spend all this wasted time switching between weapons and looking at this and that every time I fight enemies, because it's like, oh well, they're strong to this, and so I have to switch, and it's just...
Arlo's stomach grumbled, but he was happy to see...
See, like, this does a lot more better electric, but everything else is worse. See, this has better resistance, but the weight goes up. It gives me better fire and electric, but no poison or ice. I don't know. And then it's also kind of the idea of being forced forward without being able to really explore. They have all these side quests sitting around. I feel like the way that we're going to have to end up just playing this is just by playing all of the main story until I get to a certain point in which I have everything I need to be able to move forward in every area. Yeah, wood, rock. Okay. Fruit tree. Materials, yeah. Okay.
With Billy Beaver in place, work could start on the builder's yard. With enough materials and gold, Arlo would make Winter's Edge a place beyond his father's dreams.
Easy. Okay. So let's build. So chef's pot is needed. Golden beak is needed. So I can't build anything. Fuck off, dude. Oh, I wanted to refill. Oh, so this is stuff that actually gets, like, accidentally left behind. I didn't pick up. Oh yeah, you get like a lot of these like parts: gold, silver, iron, emerald, diamonds. I don't even know where the fuck this guy is. Forge and stove. Yeah, that's, what do you think I was trying to fucking do? Oh, she gave me the fucking pot. And the gloves. so let's build the kitchen right here. I need Marco the farmer. Okay. We'll build the smith here. Smith's tongs, apron, and tools. Okay. Carp, potato, mushroom. Okay. Nice. There we go. Nice fish and chips. Thank you, chef. So the next thing I need is like banana. I don't know what the fuck. It's a banana, like a jug, and then like a little bag of something. I'd like to be able to fucking upgrade my weapons, is really what I'd like to do. Alright, so we have these two built. Rescue the Rangers. Lone Ranger came seeking the Warden, barely alive after a bad attack on his father and brother. Still in the rift and are in need of help.
Leif had news from the docks. A hunter had arrived in the night, badly injured and seeking help from the Warden. The young hunter was unsteady on his paws and seemed afraid. Leif bid him tell his tale. Tuck and his family were royal hunters. They had been sent by the king to the rift, but met with disaster. At the temple ruins, a strange creature from the sky had taken his father and brother.
Okay.
Arlo made for the temple ruins once more. The Darkwings returning so soon troubled him. He hoped the rotting corpses of frogs he'd left to fester had not been the cause.
Bat Brute. Weak to fire and electric.
In the distance, Arlo could make out the silhouette of a solitary hunter. Maybe this was the rat he was looking for.
Arrows. that didn't help. That did. Alright, some Darkwing ingredients. I just didn't feel like going in and having to switch weapons.
The ranger proclaimed he was Robin of Longtail, first hunter to the king. He had escaped the Darkwings, and glad to know Tuck was safe, but he would not leave while his youngest, Little John, was still captive. These creatures were doing more than raiding, but there was no chance to explain as dark shadows swooped down upon them. No time on more talking. He would not be too late this time.
Alright, let me grab all this stuff. Okay, here we go. Still can't go in there.
Frog corpses were here still, but strangely rearranged. The Darkwings had indeed come for the dead, and were using them for some nefarious purpose. Arlo's stomach churned.
Okay, back to here.
As they came to the top of the ruins, they saw Little
Oh
John.
no, Little John!
His smile at the sight of his father was the last he ever wrote. In a flash of bad teeth, his young life was ended. Robin's rage was terrible. He charged at the Darkwing, unleashing a hail of arrows.
Oh, fuck.
Together, they defeated the beast in a fury that sent
Almost got
all
fucking
other
rocked
bats
there.
from the ruin in terror. Robin was bereft. It was meant to be a simple hunt. He could not understand these flying abominations. Arlo offered what solace he could. Tuck was at Winter's Edge, where Robin could take some rest.
You know, these antidotes I think are kind of useless because you can just like hit circle to like. Yeah, I had the feeling that was going to happen. The antidotes are kind of useless because they. Bro, are you fucking serious? Oh, it just brought me back here. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, like the traps are nice, but I feel like the antidotes are useless because you can just hit circle to get rid of that shit. So. See, it's like I gotta have like. Might as well have like one of each of these, right? Owl armor. I'm full on a lot of ingredients anyway. These full sets. Alright, let's see. Ranged. Tail spinner bow. There we go. Crossbow. Backstabber Fang. Goon. I might as well make some of these, considering I have so many fucking materials. anything now. Alright. That's fine with me. It's like, you know, I sold a lot of these, but it's like, what's the point of selling them, considering that it's like, I don't know necessarily what I want yet. I have 2 of these now. Should have done that. Okay, so this is electric. Any of these guns, like, better than what I'm currently using? No. So I think I'm going to do Fire Trap, Zap Trap, and Poison Trap. Because, again, none of these antidotes are, I don't think any of these are useless. I don't think any of them are useful. Because I just feel like, you can just shake all that off. So, alright, so we have bats, beasts, birds, frogs, insectoids, reptiles. Do that for a while. Okay, here we go. Oh. Chef request, bag of herbs. Iron ore, wood log. Okay. Return of the bats. These villagers narrowly escaped from the outskirts with their lives. The bats have returned and made an attack on their settlement. They are weary and injured and desperately need Arlo's help to reclaim their home.
Villagers had come from the outskirts seeking an audience. Arlo doubted they brought good news.
Still wondering, like, where all that stuff is that I bought. It's ended up. Maybe it won't show up until, like, I rebuild the keep later.
The villagers told a harrowing tale. The Darkwings had returned in the night. The bat's thirst for destruction was not sated at Winter's Edge. Now, the outskirts needed his help.
Okay.
The shouts of fleeing villagers and the smell of burning bug stock greeted Arlo as he approached Mossbug Farm. It was already overrun.
Alright, so what the fuck? I'm assuming, like, fire, so let me... It's 14, but what's better than that? 15... Those villagers are all hung from the trees. Oh shit, they burned this whole place down.
From the back of her Scorchling, the Darkwing General screeched her orders. This one will pay for the death of her son. They turned their evil eyes on Arlo. Drenched in Darkwing blood, but the farm was free of their filth. Robin freed the farm elder, but he was not the only prisoner. The Darkwings had taken more villagers to the castle ruin on the hill.
Okay. They shot their own fucking guy. Oh no, I think maybe that was Robin. Captain Crags. I'm trying to get up here. There we are. I'll grab all this stuff as well. Did use a lot of it like last time. With Sapphire. Poison antidote, a whetstone. I'm gonna sell tools. I'm gonna sell all 3 of these.
A familiar flash.
Here we go.
Sky, but this time it made Arlo's fur stand on end. The biggest rat Arlo had ever seen stood before him holding a hammer that no mortal could lift, let alone swing. Before Arlo could talk, the giant lifted his hammer into the air and
passed his gift to the Warden. Arlo could feel the stranger's gift bouncing around inside his body. A much-needed boost of energy in his quest to rid the North of Darkwings.
So now we have the electric power as well.
At the castle, Arlo could hear the terrified squeaks of the villagers chained inside. Only the Darkwing General had the key, and she would not hand it over alive. Arlo needed no more reason to kill her.
You need to poison. Whoa, shit. The Countess is dead.
The villagers were safe for now. Arlo asked if they would help at the farm. The bug milk needed to flow again.
Go. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it here for this part, and then when we come back, we'll head to the bug farm. Or we'll head to the farm, anyway, in the outskirts. And, yeah, we'll continue with that. So take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.